I had everything, and I was ready to leave it all behind for one thing: to make films in America. The ones I called friends, family, my own. They took everything. My home, my wife, my money. Now I've got nothing. No roof, no safety net, no way back. But I've got a message to everyone back in Germany. Try to stop me.
Stood still like a shaped lens. Bathtub ships going down in flames. Backyard wars with storming waves. Stories spoken before I could explain. Film was home, it could hold my pain. Even then I was reaching far, chasing something I could not name.
I didn't know yet, but this trip was about to challenge something much bigger than a dream, because 10 weeks earlier my life looked completely different.
Home sweet home.
Schnitzel goes to Hollywood.
No matter what happened, I was going to Los Angeles, and somehow in just 10 weeks, life had completely turned upside down. Chaos, heartbreak, financial pressure, hard truth, and yet here I was, flying into the city I had been chasing in my imagination for years. Okay, time for a very important experiment, because apparently this is who I am now. A guy standing in an American grocery store, testing an AI nutrition prompt. Let's see if this thing actually works. I'm sending it a photo of ingredients, and now it should tell me whether it fits my nutrition plan or if America is already trying to sabotage me. Very important question. Honestly though, one thing became clear very quickly. I definitely need to find a German bakery here. That feels essential.
I definitely have to find a German bakery here. Important for me.
And then, boom. If somebody had told me how fast this would happen, I honestly wouldn't have believed them. A little over 10 weeks earlier, I made one decision.
But I would have lost so much money if I'd bet on how fast I would get to Los Angeles. Hey, guys, it's been 10 weeks since I set my goal that I want to go to Los Angeles as soon as possible.
No perfect timing, no waiting, just go. And now suddenly, this wasn't some distant dream anymore. This was real life. And then I stepped outside. I'm not even exaggerating when I say this. It felt like electricity went through my body. Real joy. The kind of joy where your whole nervous system goes, wait, this is actually happening? But here's what surprised me. Hollywood wasn't polished, not at all. Trash on sidewalks, stains on the concrete, the smell of fried food mixed with exhaust. Messy, loud, a little chaotic, and weirdly, I loved it. Every second of it. Inside, I learned Star Wars had its premiere here. 2 years. 2 full years in theaters. So many people walked that carpet obsessively. They literally had to replace it. That somehow felt very Hollywood. Later I gave into the cliché and jumped on one of those Hollywood tours. You know exactly the type. Loud driver, big personality, constant jokes, pulling right up to celebrity mansions like he personally paid the mortgage. Everybody on the bus seemed excited. But honestly, my brain went somewhere completely different. Because all I could think was, can you imagine living behind one of those gates? Every few minutes, another bus full of strangers yelling at your house? Fame suddenly felt a little less glamorous, a little lonelier. Maybe that's the weird thing about dreams. Sometimes when you get closer, you start seeing the parts nobody talks about. But somehow the day still felt unfinished. Something inside me wanted more. So I decided to hike from Hollywood Boulevard all the way up to the Hollywood sign. And listen, this wasn't just a hike, at least not for me. It honestly felt symbolic, like I was walking through the last 7 years of my life. The years since I first quietly said to myself, one day I'm going to Hollywood. 7 years of setbacks, doubt, starting over, trying again, and somehow all of it felt condensed into one long, sweaty climb.
Hey you, look where I am. This channel is named Schnitzel Goes To Hollywood. And this schnitzel finally made it to Hollywood. I will never come back to Germany. And that's it. A little bit more than 10 episodes ago, I was thinking that this is the end, that I will never make it. And now, just like a little bit more over 10 weeks later, I'm here. I'm finally here. I made it. So, thank you for following me. Thank you for clicking the like, subscribe, and hitting the bell button. This is the last episode of Schnitzel Goes To Hollywood. Thank you, everybody who supported me so much. Thank you for everybody who supported me with this journey. See you in next life. No, just kidding. I'm here just for vacation, but I made it to Hollywood.
And man, that mountain humbled me quickly. The heat was brutal, the sun felt personal, my legs started burning. But weirdly, what I didn't know yet was that Los Angeles had one more lesson waiting for me. And trust me, I was not prepared for it. Because in the very next episode, for the very first time, I would unexpectedly become face to face with homelessness in America. And what I saw stayed with me.